Come, let's talk. So, this took forever, but it's here now. Um, I posted a video about 2, 3 weeks ago about why you are comparing yourself, and I gave the first points in the first video, being that if you hear laughing, I'm really sorry. I'm not alone in this classroom right now, so you probably hear other voices. Alright, so the first point I gave in the first video was that you insist on other people's strengths being yours as well, which can be a reason why you start overthinking your own abilities and comparing yourself to other people. Jesus, my hair looks weird. Struggles of a locked girly. Anyways, so in this video, I will be discussing on the second point. You don't see what goes on behind the scenes of their achievements. For example, okay, if you're Nigerian like me, you probably grew up in a Nigerian environment, right? Yeah, very loud voices, because this place is open for all students to use. So I'm not the only person here. Hopefully, though, the mic is making my voice loud enough for you to hear me. If you're a Nigerian student, you probably grew up in a household where they expect you to provide top tier results, and whenever you're able to meet that, maybe your parents will spank you, or your parents will complain to you, or one thing or the other. Not just Nigerians, but being a Nigerian myself, that's the environment I grew up in. So if you're Nigerian, you can probably relate to that, which is why I'm using Nigerians as an example, because we take education very seriously in this country, very, very seriously. So I feel like if you can relate, you've had that time in secondary school where you, in your class, you know the scholars and the academically gifted students. There was this girl I really envied in secondary school, because she was very beautiful. Two, she was very fair. I'm very fair myself. She was fairer than me. And she was so intelligent. Like, all the teachers loved her. I was intelligent myself too. I got straight A's a lot in secondary school. But this girl, like, on top of the intelligence, she's also very agile when it comes to sports. This girl can run like mad. So she's always every inter-house sports. You know, Sha. So I envied her for those things, Sha. But why did I bring that up? If you can remember a time in your past, in your secondary school days, if you are I'm in university right now, I'm a final year babe right now. So, but if you are in secondary school now, you're probably going through it right now. If you're out of secondary school, you're in university, or you're writing jam or something, you can probably remember a moment during your secondary school days that there was that one student, there's a boy or girl, that was the class champion of your class, that all the teachers know that this is the one that knows book, that carry all the book for head. I'm sure at some points, since you were young, it made you feel inadequate at some points in your life, and you started imagining, why is this person so intelligent and I'm not? I'm sure some teachers, sorry, not lecturers, they'll come and say, does so person have two heads? Which is used a lot. So if you heard that, it probably made you start thinking too, actually, does this person have two heads? Because the same one head this person has, I also have it. So how come he or she is so intelligent and I'm not? The person is reading at night while you're sleeping. I like to believe, okay, some people are naturally intelligent. Some things are actually just natural gifts from God. But let me tell you something. A lot of the achievements you are envying now, if you know what went into it, it's not even just academics. I'm just using academics as an example. I'm going to use other things as an example too. But let me stay on this academics thing. Those students, those your classmates, Jesus. Those your classmates that you were envying, that why is this student so intelligent? If you know, one, you don't even know how strict their parents are for them to have to study that much. One. Two, if you know exactly how much they study, it will dawn on you that nobody say, I'm a dullard, I'm just lazy. I just don't put in as much time and effort as these students, because I know this girl was reading like mad. I don't even know if this girl sleeps. During exam, you see her in one corner, it's be as if she's preparing for war. I'm like, oh, it's not that deep. It's actually not that deep, but like that's the way she carried her studies. Like she was studying like mad, and I understand it now. But back then, I really used to compare myself to her because I thought I was not doing enough, even though I was getting straight A's. I don't know what my own issue is, sha. But I look at her, the way she's so intelligent, the way everybody wanted to be her friend. I also wanted to be her friend. She was so good at sports. All the teachers like that. They were always calling her to do this and that. She wasn't even the class captain or anything like that. We had the class captain, but all the attention. You would think she's the class captain. Everybody just like adored her. Everybody wanted to be her friend so bad, me included. But sure, that was my past. So yes, this particular girl made me really compare myself to her a lot. And I've come to realize that comparing never did me any good. With all the time that I spent thinking that but I also have one head the way she has one head. How come this? How come that? It did not do me any good. It did not help me get smarter. I was just smart and I was there. And I kept being smart till I graduated. So the day I first saw her attacking her book as if she's going for war, I was like, no, this kind of fights with book. I never fight them before in my life. That's when I knew that there are actually some certain things this girl is doing that I'm not doing. It's not that on exam day she just comes and showcases natural intelligence, impresses everybody and then walks off. She just came, she ate and she left no crumbs. You don't know the fasting that she has done before she came to eat. You don't know the exercise or what vitamins she has taken that requires her to eat to satisfy her body after that. You don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. I think most times when we see things that we envy in life, our brain just, I don't know, this human brain, it was literally designed to tear us down because we will not think about the logical aspect of it, that this and this must have transpired behind the scenes for me to be seen. You will just see the fronts. There's this thing they call it in e-project management, a course that I did. There's front office and back office. I think front office is where the customer meets the reception, not receptionist. You're coming face to face with an employee that is offering the service to you, offering the products to you, offering the customer assistance to you. Then back office is where the main thing goes on, that the one you're not seeing, what's happening at the back of the company. This thing that you ordered, when the delivery guy comes and meets you and says, oh madam, this is what you ordered, this and this is how you're supposed to use it, if you need any help, call this number. That's the front office. The back office is the people that were putting the packages together, getting it ready. You get what I mean? Before the goods gets to you at the front office. So it's the same way with when we see something that we admire and we like. Our brains are just designed to constantly question our worth, constantly look down on us, constantly make us believe we're not enough. And it's something you need to intentionally fight because you are naturally wired to as a human being. We have this need to worship anything. That's why they have this saying, you become what you worship. We attach so much importance to external things. We desire to meet up or to get close to or to be able to associate with things so much. We just have this emptiness in us that forces us to put other things on a pedestal. So you see those things and your brain will not give you the logical aspect of this and this has happened for this to happen. All you see is what you're seeing. The blitz and the glamour of it, that's all you see. All these Olympians that you're seeing them doing all these sports and everything, the years of training and crying and weeping and wanting to give up, saying, God, why me? Why always me? You will not know that one exists too. You're only seeing them slaying in front of the audience. All these let me use K-pop artists. I like K-pop. You see all these K-pop boys, so fine and fresh, dancing on stage. All these artists, if you know the tears they used to shed, the hot tears. All these I want to be like Wema. I want to be Wema. Jesus, sorry, I'm not a fan of Nigerian artists like that. Please forgive me. All these Rema, all these Wizkid, Davido, them, and you're like, I want to enter the music industry because see the way they are enjoying, see the way they are balling. If if you know the tears they used to shed when there are no cameras. So much, a lot happens behind the scenes. The example that I used in the first video about the good presenter, if you know what she used to do to prepare for that thing, because let me tell you something, there are natural gifts, but sincerely speaking, there are also impressive things that happen because hard work was put into it. because one thing or the other happened for it to happen, because there was one connection or one or the other that made it happen. But you will not see all those things. You only see what now manifested that is in the physical. That's what you will not see and put all your attention and all your focus on. And that's just the way the brain is wired. If you don't want to see it like that, you have to intentionally force your brain to think logically. That's no, it's no be so. If not, you just automatically feel. Let me give another example. Social media. All these body types, all these shapes that make you wonder, am I a monkey? You see a lady that she's dragging load behind her. God forgive me, some of it is natural. You know there's a thing like BBL, right? You know plastic surgery exists, right? You know people get things done on their body, right? Less even fashy actually going into a medical institution to get stuff done on themselves. You know AI exists, right? Like somebody can be so chubby, just put their picture in one AI app, one AI tool like that, press a few buttons, and all of a sudden they're slimmer than Slender Man. That stuff exists, but then they'll post it, and somebody in Malaysia will post that kind of picture. Somebody in Ghana that does not know her from anywhere will look at it and be like, I hate my body, I hate the way I look. See this fine girl now. Does she have two heads? How come I'm not like this? Do you know what the girl did to that picture to make it come out looking like that? What am I trying to say here? Anything you see that catches your attention, that looks attractive, is not always as it is on the surface. And you don't have to overthink about anything you are seeing on the mere surface. There's always something deeper. That girl that is very good at presenting and everything, it's possible is a gift. Some people are naturally gifted speakers. But there are also people who sit down and put in the hard work. For you to reevaluate yourself, that are you sure I'm just not doing what I should be doing to get to this level as well? So I think one major reason is we focus too much on what we're seeing, the results, and not enough on the process. In case I haven't passed the point across, well, I'm trying to think of other examples to use as well. Imagine the way artists of nowadays are so heavily envied. I don't know, you will just look at all the fine parts of it, you look at all the money they're making, all the fans they have. Don't you used to observe the way most of these artists, they look like they're really not happy at all. They really look like their life is not satisfying them at all. Despite all the fans and all the money and all the fame, you, in the comfort of your mother's home, you're getting 3 square meals a day, or even more. Anything you want, your daddy will give it to you. You're looking at them, you're envying. Do you know what they had to give up for that life? This certain comforts that you have, the regular life you live, you are just loved by your small group of friends and your family who genuinely love you. But those people, you are seeing they screaming, I love you, Rema, I love you, Davido. Okay, Davido is sick, Davido needs a heart transplant. Who is really ready to go and give their hearts? No. If it's sure for you, put it in the comment section. That if Davido needs heart transplant, I go give him. Put it there. Meanwhile, if you need a heart transplant, I'm sure your mom or your dad will not think twice. You are envying the vagueness of stardom without knowing the actual deep sadness of stardom. If you understand what I mean. It goes two ways. Comparing yourself based on what you're seeing. You can either envy without knowing the negative underneath, not so nice aspects of it, or you can envy something that you're seeing without realizing that a lot of work went into it, a lot of money went into it. In fact, this person has worked and grinded hard to get to where they are, and you will not start hating yourself that why am I not also at this position in life? Why am I not also? The person has done some things you haven't. It's a very important factor that next time you're tempted to start comparing yourself and saying, see what this person has achieved and I have not achieved it. Try and also think about how did this person come about this thing, Biko, so that I can start doing it too. Not as this person has done it. It's magic. The person just woke up and was that intelligent, was that bright, was that popular. Me, I'm not that popular. Why? What kind of favoritism is this? Hey, I hope this guy's face doesn't show. Hey, I don't want to put anybody on the internet. Okay. You can't even see their faces. Do you understand what I mean? So yes, that's the second factor to consider, which is you're only looking at the surface. You haven't considered all the hard work and all the money and everything that goes on behind the scenes, whether good or bad, that is contributing to that thing that you're seeing on the outside that you're comparing yourself to. Hopefully this was helpful. I will post the other points in future videos. Why did it go so dark just now? Hopefully this was helpful. I will post the other points in future videos. Thank you so much for watching if you watched up to here. I'm trying very hard to be consistent, sincerely speaking, but it's really not easy being a student and staying consistent with content making. But I want to continue doing this, and I'm trying to discipline myself to always post at least once a week. I'm trying. God help me. But thank you for watching this video. I think this was much shorter compared to the first one, but at least I've said something. The other points will be uploaded as well as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a nice day. I love you. God loves you. Take care of yourself. Be good to people. Be good to yourself. And see ya in the next video.